3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack Austin, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything!
I want that brain taken out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I can get about, don't make a sound. Just move out.
Now let's just power for real.
The same karmic cycle.
It's Jack.
Over and over
I'm
and
a star.
over and over.
This guy.
Tired. You ain't exhausted yet? Because I'm tired.
This guy is such a douche.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
You should, dude. This guy is fucking
That's right.
energy corrupt.
That's right,
Like you don't even believe.
See, I've been to sleep before, but
Yeah.
I woke up
Yes, you did. That's very nice.
to the dream.
Do you want your sippy cup?
Because this all it is a dream.
Okay, well,
It's not reality.
yeah. Right now, this guy's having a dream
Somebody trying to sell me a dream.
where he's talking about things he doesn't really know about, and he's high as balls.
I'll take the real deal for free.
Can you tell he's high as balls? I can tell he's high as balls. No, I don't know how often this guy gets high and does readings,
I'm going to tell you right now.
but he is.
If you know how to use your words in the right way, bro, you have somebody want to fight with you.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so this guy, I don't know him that well. I kind of don't know him at
You
all.
got a smart ass mouth.
This fucking guy. So
What you want? You want to be dumb?
right. So he's high. Okay, I'm not high, the way he is, and he's high on fentanyl as well as probably. It sounds like crystal. Right now, there's nothing wrong with that because he's allowed to do
This
this.
energy could be there, yeah. Smart mouth. Good. Like smart people.
This guy.
So they have common sense. They have some level of IQ.
He's at odds with me, and the reason why is because he has access.
Smart ones are the quiet ones.
He has access
They
to
don't brag about that. They're smart.
angelic hosts when they come to Earth.
They're quiet.
Like he gets to be there at the portal when they show up,
And they're inner knowing.
and that's his job. It's not a weird thing.
They're smart.
Somebody has to be there at the portal.
It shows that they know.
Angelic
they already
hosts
know
do come to
what
Earth.
to tell them.
This guy's in charge of certain aspects of that. And when I met him professionally, he showed up at my house with a woman who I went to high school with that he had just recently fucked.
That's the way I look at the situation.
I could tell because she had that freshly fucked look on her face, and this guy's a Scorpio.
But anyways, y'all.
And he didn't like me.
Stream way too long.
And he was
Your
pretty.
company's nice.
Yeah.
But I got to go.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna tell the fucking story. You
Okay.
fuck. That's okay.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I bet you're tired. Now,
Tired.
he actually has a right to do that. For one thing, they're both on the same side, and then she didn't like me anyway. I mean, she was gonna fuck me, but she didn't really
I just
want
wanted
to
see what was going on.
because she did it for work, right? Sometimes people die and they go to heaven, they become warriors, like Valkyries. So this guy picked her up and brought her to my house and knocked on the door, and didn't tell me that he was bringing this girl from high school. Didn't tell me that he had access to angelic hosts. Didn't tell me that he's the kind of neighbor who's going to have sex with her first and then come over. And I don't even blame him. He's not quite my brother. He's gone through a lot of stuff that I haven't gone through, and we haven't really met on the level. But he is a good man, and I don't know why he wouldn't fuck her. She's beautiful, and she probably wanted it, and she wanted to humiliate me. We'll get to that in a bit. But this guy, he is opening up his look to investigate the woman that's being brought in through divine auspice to be around tomorrow. Tomorrow there's going to be a woman around somewhere on Earth. Not for me. Probably not for him either, because the last time he did this, it wasn't even as bad as the other one. He's got a sadistic streak. I don't know if you heard the glee in his voice and the giggling. Drug addiction and corruption is it's my area. And this man, he's got a bone to pick with me. He may even have every right to have a bone to pick with me. However, I just left Red Lobster, where I spent $112.31 on a meal for myself alone. Halfway through, I felt like vomiting and crying for reasons that aren't really important. And I don't have anywhere to go, given that my house has been invaded by a guy who's allied with somebody who also raped this angelic host at a certain point in my history. Essentially, the same girl keeps coming back to Earth from heaven, and when she gets here, this guy or one of his buddies rapes her. This has gone on for years. Years. And not always when I was around. Because that's the way it works. I'm actually quite taken aback. I didn't realize this guy was that. I didn't realize he was that far in his cups. Or that he was that pissed at me. Certainly I am worth being pissed off at. I have caused a lot of problems for a great many people. I appear to have done so for no good reason. I appear to have done so. It looks like I'm to blame. Certainly I'm giggling about it, and I'm a paladin. Shouldn't I have used my paladin vision to avoid this outcome? Well, the reason why we have this outcome is because this is the only way that everybody could be saved. And I don't care who has sex with who. I'm not going to leave behind another human person and then have to go through another 10 million year karmic cycle. And now we got, is this guy gonna stop? Okay, there's a security. I'm in a Walmart parking lot, and I'm talking on my new phone. I just got a brand new phone. It's a Google Pixel 8. Google Pixel 8. Skipped right past 7. And I dropped $624 on the phone and a case and a screen, and then I paid $326 for service for a year. So I just dropped $1,000 on phone. Let's see if I get to keep this one longer than 3 days. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? I really just feel like throwing the river. I know how to get around this problem, so to speak. Like, it's not a problem that he's speaking about this person the way that he is. For one thing, he's not talking about the exact same person that is going to be here tomorrow. Because tomorrow, I'm going to have slept. I probably will have slept. Even if I don't, it will still be tomorrow. And the person who comes down in an angelic host now is going to be in a human host. They'll be human again, because that's how this person works. They're coming here to do stuff, and one of the things they're going to do is me. This isn't that big a deal. I've known this woman. Well, actually, it's a super big deal. And I anticipate it would be a great deal of fun, although not right now, because I got yellow teeth, I smell like shit, and I just ate a Red Lobster by myself, and I want to fucking puke. And I'm thinking about how this guy did the same thing to her mother. Because the woman that he brought over to my house, that I went to high school with, may or may not be that one. Maybe it's this other one. Some combination of fucking my ex-lover and her daughter. This guy does over and over and over. And he doesn't think of anything of it because he thinks it's just a dream. And it is. It is just a dream. Except it's not. The reality is that I've been alone for every night for the last 6 years. I remember when she died. First time. I remember it because she's been gone ever since. And in her place has been a karmic, a nice karmic, but for me a karmic, and the karmic has been the intended betrothed of someone else. So for quite some time, I was making time with somebody else's woman. So I really have no place to complain about what this man's doing. He's got justice on his side. He feels that he needs to give you this lesson. His higher self and my higher self contracted together in, I don't want to say afterlife, but in the space between tonight and tomorrow, or yesterday and the day before. We agreed that we would have this experience. He would get on YouTube, high as fucking balls, talking shit smack about a woman that he never met and he thinks he's going to fucking seduce, like he has over and over and over. And he's going to say it to me, and he's going to be thinking of me because he's pissed at me. That guy is disappointed with what I've done in the past. And he has every right to be. I'm disappointed with what I've done. But I haven't taken his fucking girlfriend and fucking fucked her with my eyes on fucking YouTube. I haven't deliberately seduced her and peeled her away from her while they were like in the middle of dick sucking. Not that he did that either, but still. That's what Scorpio does. Scorpio's pretty serious, okay? And I haven't pissed this man off, thankfully. He could cause me a lot of trouble if he was really mad. He's not really mad. Shit, no, fuck, he loves me. He's doing me a favor being this way. And nevertheless, he wouldn't have to do that. He knows where she is. He knows the rules. He knows the deal. He could, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think he rings a bell and then she gets fucking teleported over to his house and then somebody comes and picks her up. And she could be changing back from angelic. She could be changing back from a fucking stagecoach back into a pumpkin in my bed while we're straddling my cock. It wouldn't matter, right? And I know this person. But instead, I'm not going to see her at all. I don't know her number. My phones are tapped. My phones are compromised. I don't know. I don't have her number. I don't know how to get a hold of her. I don't know what I would say. Hey, the guy who runs the Black Lodge that you just teleported into. Okay, so he hates me, and if he could, he would paralyze me and make me watch him rape you. And he'd probably do it real loud and mean, nasty too, because he knows you're an angelic host until midnight, and so you're invulnerable. And he knows that I like you, so he'd probably beat the shit out of you and make me watch. Yeah, Yeah, he's a lodge brother. Yeah, except he's not a lodge brother. Dark craft masonry gets darker than that. It gets so dark that's the story that story's kind of cute. Okay, when Masons talk about their secrets, they don't talk about them with you. And when you talk about Masonic secrets, they don't think it's cute. Nope. You know how many times I've had a guy look at me like he needed to kill me just because I fucking told him something that I figured out on my own when I was like 11? Oh, is that a Masonic secret too? Oh, imagine that. I didn't know. Nobody fucking told me there was anything called Masonry until I was 19. And I read that on a webpage. Like, it seems like somebody could have told me. Well, they didn't. They didn't want me part of their little gang for lots of good reasons still. This guy has clearly been involved up to his eyeballs and fucking crotchless panties for a long time. So much so that he's in charge of picking up the fucking whores that come out of the fucking black portal and taking them to their destination. And he gets to fuck them first, too. Cool job, huh? Wow, I bet he works hard. He does, too. Yeah, he works hard for his money. And that's what he gets to do. And I guess he just gets to do it forever. They don't seem to do a whole lot of promotion from outside the lodge groups in Coolidge County. And they haven't really been, well, my case is a special one, but they haven't been really inclusive. All right. This guy has access to any drug in the world and any woman that's ever existed throughout all of creation. He's not going to hook me up, even if I gave him all the money in the world. He's not going to do that for me. I'm not at that level. I haven't earned it. I haven't earned the right to take advantage of angelic hosts that the Masonic frequencies have fucking built into the fucking lodge system and has been corrupted by various forces in this part of the world. Like, I don't think they do it this way everywhere, but down here, you call up Satan, and Satan captures a fucking fallen angel, and he puts her into a body of a fuck doll, and you get to fuck her for a few hours, and then she goes back to heaven. And then the body is left behind, and they sell it for organs. That is modern Satanism. That is one aspect of the satanic homosex agenda. That is what has held America hostage to the rest of the world, and the rest of the world hostage to itself, because thuggy pimps and drug dealers from outer space have conquered the planet and turned our human females against us. This is a trope. This is a common science fiction story movie plot that is real. Well, less real now. The reason why this all happened is because the large security system got compromised. I haven't fixed that so much as enabled that to be fixed, and it's slowly, it actually is repairing itself. Masonry, Freemasonry, dark craft masonry, black, all that blue, all that shit is the coolest stuff. It is so fascinating to me. Maybe some of you would never be into it. I don't blame you. A lot of it's pretty creepy, and there's a great power and responsibility knowing about any of it. But I just like learning cool shit and knowing cool stuff. Maybe win a bar pit or two. And had I known that there was this huge ritualized thing that ends up with dope and whores, and if you get that far in, you got to fucking do what they tell you, no matter what, under pain of death, because they hold your whole hostage in life, your whole family in hostage with various drugs and various extortionist means. That's how the Khazari Mafia has been ruling this planet for years. The hashishim and the opioid addiction slavery cycle and the crack epidemic in Los Angeles and et cetera, et cetera. These are all aspects of one overarching command from the one true God of God itself, Satan. God's in heaven, Satan's on earth. This is Satan's world. Drugs are the way they are because Satan wants it that way. And it's humanity's job to improve our surroundings and to take power back. I'm not sure why. That's the story of the ages for the 2020s. But in 1980, we had Miami Vice. Well, now we have lizards selling virgin deflowering for I don't know what. I mean, they wouldn't do it to me. I'm not in the club. I'm not cool enough. They're mad that I even know about this. The fact that I'm telling you this and I'm saying it out loud is going to be on YouTube and people are going to hear it. They're beside themselves with fury. They think these are deep, dark Masonic secrets. They're not. They're fucking thuggy, piggy, fucking lizard, fucking pimp mongering secrets. Big deal. They just added them to the fucking table of contents in the books, right? It was in the 50s sometime, and then slowly since then, the whole world's been taken over by this influx of demonic energies. Demonic. It's not really demonic, but that's a good way of describing it. The corruption of the Masonic system on planet Earth. It's been bad. For me, it's still bad. I get to talk like this into my fancy $1,000 phone, and then I get to upload it to YouTube, where perhaps 8 people will listen to it. But it's more likely that it's going to be one person listens to it, because that one person listens to what I do and then runs it through a filter that changes it so everything that I say sounds like he said it, and then he publishes it on his side of the web, and nobody even knows I'm a fucking alive person. He makes all the money. He makes all the shit. That's him. And then he hides it from the other part of the internet where they're fucking investigating his fucking crimes. That's what's fucking happening. And meanwhile, I can't go to my friend's place and pick her up. I don't know where she fucking lives. I don't know if she's here yet. She's not supposed to be here until tomorrow for me. This guy gets her early. Why? He's got pimp class. He's got pimp style. He's got pimp grace. He has access to that. He has friends. He has money. He has push. He has pull. He has political clout. I don't have any of these things. And this guy thinks that I need to fucking live on a house with no water because I don't belong there, I don't deserve it, and I'm lazy and I need to get a job. That's what this guy believes. He also thinks I'm a nigger. Frankly, I probably am. That's beside the point. He thinks these things because he thinks he owns the fucking world. He's so fucking high on his own fucking shit and supply that he's just a specious fucking asinine megalomaniac douche. He doesn't know that, though. And underneath that thin veneer of corruption, he's still a good kid. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm older than him, but still, he's an accomplished guy. He could be in disguise. In any case, he has not figured out why one ought not trifle with Jack Star. And I don't mean to say that he's trifling. That's what he's doing is a fucking mortal blow. If I was really expecting her, which I wasn't, and then if she was really going to be for me. She's not. I'm not going to marry a angelic host. Well, maybe I am, but that's not up to me. This guy is assuming that the same deal as everything else. Like, I'm a fat cat. I pay money to the Pope, to the Holy See or wherever, and then he gets a tinkler from the lodge captain or whatever the fuck. And then he goes down and he picks up the woman coming through the portal, and he thinks that he's picking up a girl that I ordered, and he thinks that he's intercepting her. That's what he thinks. He's high as fuck. He's not doing anything of the kind, right? The woman already exists. The whole notion of her fucking teleporting in, that's all just fairy tale bullshit. But on some planes of reality, that's all it takes. That's real. And when somebody has shitloads of drugs running through the system, like this kid does, remember, he doesn't have an addiction problem because he's using it for Masonic purposes. Recognized. I'm not recognized. I'm irregular, and everybody else thinks I'm a fucking scumbag because I've worked the system the way they do, but I just did it by myself. And they think that has to be done by them. And oh, by the way, they're the KKK. And they think they're literate, but they're really not. And they think that I'm a worthless nigger, and they want me out of their fucking town. And to that end, they have done everything they can think of. And that guy gets to fuck my lover. Makes you wonder, huh? How many copies of my resume should I print out at Kinko's? Huh? How early up in the morning should I get to be the early bird before I go out and get the worm? How much money do I need to make before I can show my face at a high school reunion and feel good about myself? How much bullshit should I take from fucking whiny, spoiled little brat bitches who still remember fucking senior prom like it was fucking yesterday, and they're still agonizing over some fucking polka dot dress and whatever the fuck happened with all this other fucking shit, and who had their fucking cat killed? I still don't know how the cat died. Did the cat die? Did she fucking kill herself? Was it a fake cat? At this point, I think it was 2 fake cats. This woman, there's nothing stopping her from calling me, except she's got this fucking long, convoluted fucking workup of fucking swindle and scamming that looks bad if she gets on the phone with me and talks friendly. Because she's been saying for years that I'm a reprobate, drunken, violently abusive, gay-bashing felon. This fucking... No, actually, not her. This other woman. This fucking woman has been doing this and feels fully justified in doing so. For one thing, she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. For another, she's being mind-controlled and doing it. For a third, I really did do her wrong. She's kind of right. And I don't actually think she's wrong, because what did happen to her was we're 25 years later, the entire planet is still feeling the repercussions. And I can't say they won't get worse. It's serious for a lot of people, not just what I'm talking about personally. The consequences that other people are experiencing due to what's been happening. Shit's fucked, bro. It's not fun games. It's not all fun games. But this guy, because he's on meth and fentanyl, yeah, and he gets to do that and talk about my ex-lover, or my soon-to-be lover, and he gets to be a snotty, smarmy little bitch about it. He gets to be. 2 reasons. Number one, he's a Freemason. He's paid his dues. He's a made man. Number two, one of these days, God's going to cut you down. You make your plans. You think you're so cool. You get arrogant and cocky. I happen to know, actually, what God's going to do for this man. God, it's not that God's on my side, but I'm not high as balls on fentanyl, and I'm not fucking using crystal to be a fucking fortune teller. A lot of people do that, but that's not what I'm doing it for. Right now, I'm doing something just to keep from crying. I've been alone for years. And because of various magical powers and shit, instead of moving on from a dead girlfriend that I wondered how she died, I've been dealing with a succession of simulacrum, waiting for my turn to see my girlfriend again. This is how many angelic beings have been trafficked, and it's how that one was when I first found her. There's 7 of her, and the one that I was getting to see, they would move her around from place to place from time to time so that she never realized what was happening. She was being used as a decoy and bait to get me ensorcelled in this fucked off scheme they had to steal my house and turn me into a pigeon and boil me alive and eat me. That's what the Algonquins do. And unbeknownst to me, I had already committed major transgressions against this tribe and this family because reasons. I won't get into that. But they didn't tell me that. I knew there was some kind of weird thing going on, but I didn't know what. And I knew it would work out, and it has worked out. I don't want it to sound I don't want it to sound doom and gloom. Things are working out. Things have worked out, and things will continue to work out. But right now, I'm still alone, and I've been that way for a long time, and I will be that way for a long time to come. I don't think I'm going to see you tomorrow. Christ, you looked at me. I've been blazing gack for 2.5 years. I'm kind of in rough shape. Had I known she was going to show up tomorrow, well, I suppose even if I had gotten ready, that would have just tipped off the people who were surprised that she showed up. And she showed up, and here's fucking Spurglord's extra. Read all about it. He's on the fucking YouTube in a fucking fentanyl-inspired fucking conjuration trance, trying to fucking summon her fucking manifest over to me or him, so he can fucking exploit me because he's pissed at me. Because he's got 18 days. They're all on the hook for a whole bunch of shit. And if they can't present a case, then the court's going to say, well, then you're guilty of this, blah, 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 blah. There'll just be a big avalanche of shit rolling downhill on these people. And I don't blame them for being surprised. I had no idea they were that stupid either. But they're the corporate thuggy piggy empire. They're the face of the man. And they are not used to not getting their own way. They're not getting their way. Were you there the day Twitter lost $1.2 billion in brand value? I did that. Oops. Not really. I didn't do it on purpose so much as allow it to happen. When I saw it was happening, I was like, cool. I jumped out and pushed. All the people who were on Twitter who were feds got exposed all at once. And as a result, because it happened in a fairly public way, it was incontrovertible. All the people who were using Twitter stopped using Twitter because feds. Yeah, who the fuck wants to fucking talk to fucking fake bots that are fucking feds? Not only are they fucking fake, they take your money and they fucking give you fake canned sex, if they give you sex at all. They're giving the money to criminals, and then they're not going to give you sex anyway, no matter what. And then they're bots, and then they're deliberately trying to fool you into that. That was what Twitter became. Whoosh. So everybody's gone. I did that. Something I said made somebody else realize who I was. They put software on my phone that I couldn't have stopped even if I tried. And then why would I want to stop people from blowing up my phone after they fucking kidnapped my wife on Christmas and left me to fucking die? That really happened. Abducted her. I got a call on Valentine's Day the next year, 2022, Valentine's Day. I got a call from the guy who kept on calling me and telling me he was going to rape her. This is years later. He's on the phone, calling me from the house 3.5 miles away, telling me that he's picked her up. He just had sex. They're gonna have sex again, and he's leaving, and he's not gonna let me talk to her. Click. He does that. That happened to me, like a year and a half ago. That's what kind of vengeance porn. That's what kind of revenge licks these people get in. I'm not even complaining about it. There was some positive aspects to it, but I won't mention those. Why things are this way has a lot to do with George Washington, and I'm not going to get into it. And I don't want to criticize anybody's culture, including mine. And I don't want to criticize these men who have been fucking this woman with love in their hearts on many occasions. They're not always abusive masters, but when it comes to me, they've always had a little extra for Michael Kuzi. It's always, oh yeah, well because they've always been really hate-fueled when it comes to sex with my Hungarian genome. Apparently they think I'm an actual nigger. Apparently they think I'm corrupt. Apparently they don't think I should breed. The reason for this is because they already got my sample. They stole it, and they made a whole bunch of clone kids from a boy who was 15 and a half, which made it so that they couldn't claim benefits the same way. Because if they tried to claim benefits, they'd be saying, hi, we're human traffickers, and we raped a 15-year-old boy. That's what happened. There were 3 Tammys in high school. One of them was from the far, far future and hadn't yet figured out that you don't want to piss me off. And she didn't want to have to fucking work for a living, so she was going to fucking steal my baby batter and then cash in a bunch of money, and she was going to do it laughing at me and think that I was going to feel lucky to breed at all, you fat fuck. That's what she was taught to believe. And she was allowed unfettered access to me when I was 15 and a half, and she claimed 16, but she'd been around the world doing fucking studies abroad with her father as CIA something, and her mother who is basically the understudy for Catherine Austin Fitz. Cool family. I love them. I love them to death. And I did. And that woman raped me with her friends. Many of whom are sitting around in chat right now thinking, they're hearing me say this. They're like, fuck, this is true. Oh my God, what are we going to do if people find out? Dude, people know. It doesn't matter. It's a cool, I'm not even complaining, really. I mean, technically, yeah, against the law, whatever. Not important at this juncture. The important thing is what we've learned from this. And I don't know what you people are learning other than, wow, he's got a really good memory. Maybe you should smoke more pot. I'm learning stuff that when I try to talk about it, I get laughed at. While men imply that I'm fat and I'm bald and I'm ugly, I'm stupid, and I'm a schizo, I need meds, and I'll never get a girlfriend. Yeah, that's what they've been doing to me since forever. They haven't gotten the memo yet. That's not a good idea. They haven't heard about Jeremy speaking in class, and they don't think that they don't think I can do anything. They don't think Jack Star can speak in class. Wouldn't I have to go to a lodge meeting? Wouldn't I have to be initiated? Well, let me tell you what. No, actually. When I found out the rules, I knew that I would be facing a lot of thinly veiled insults and goading from bullies who were going to find out slowly, incrementally over time that they were fucking with the wrong man entirely. I don't carry a grudge, but I got shit building up for me from fucking kindergarten. Coming out just this year. It's nuts. The stuff I've learned. Because I'm pretty smart. If I watch these people doing their things, I'll figure out what they're doing. They don't have to tell me their secrets. And there's nothing wrong. I'm supposed to find out what they're doing without asking. That's the best way to join such fraternities. To learn without asking is to not betray one's personal knowledge. And I know lots of stuff. But I also know that I don't know stuff. And that woman, yeah, she probably knew a little something about masonry. Probably. She never mentioned it. 7 years, never mentioned it. It's okay. I was a fucked up piece of shit. In high school, I was a loser. That guy who set me up for the football tackle and busted my hand so I can't smoke, I can smoke, but I can't snap my fingers on my right hand. He did that, and I'm crippled for life. Kind of. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not going to give him a hug and a squeeze. I think he's got plenty. But I don't, I'm not carrying resentments. I'm not mad at him. He should feel guilty for being stupid. He's done a lot of stuff that's dumb. But I'm not here to run down shit to him, and I'm not here to steal his woman. That one that he's got, he grew that one. That's his. I may or may not get another one from a different template who comes through the auspice of time, and some guy at the fucking Blackcraft Masonry Hall fucking picks up a fucking clone of an angelic host and uses her for a fucking whore and makes money off of her. And that's how some people make a living on fucking planet Earth. So you want to know why I don't mow the lawn? Dick breath. You want to know why I don't give a flying fuck what the fuck any of you fucking salty little fucking spurg lords have to say? Because this is war. It's a spiritual conflict. You guys are some numb, dumb, fucking whoremongering little pieces of shit. Some of you. I would just walk up right to you and fucking beat the fuck out of you until your fucking eyes exploded from hemorrhaging. I'm not going to do that. For one thing, it's impractical and unnecessary. For another, it's unlawful. For a third, that's the best you can think of, fucko. You don't know jack or shit about what it comes to getting even. But I think you're probably going to learn. Gonna get a prayer in? Let me check the energy. Fucking inbred fucking nigger hick. Was that too much? I can never tell. Inbred fucking nigger thick. Inbred fucking nigger hick. That's pretty harsh. And he's gonna know I mean it too, because definitely inbred. Definitely. And just because I'm making him sound like Mr. Evil, he doesn't have that easy a life. And he's got the right. He's been titled by his Masonic forebears. He's got the right to rape any fucking angel that he wants. And rather than help me in any way, he's grudgingly offered me help that has all been thinly disguised. Thin disguises to keep me from noticing what they're trying to do, which is to bust me for something. Now, believe me, I knew when I was in jail on Christmas that they were gonna, when I came out, they were gonna try and bust me. I've read how the book works. They apparently never knew that a lot of these playbooks are meant to be brazenly strode through by a man with shields. I have shields. They weren't prepared for that. These people have had it soft. It's fucking KK headquarters. It's fucking 20. It's halfway between Portland and Olympia in the Pacific Northwest. It's the corridor of smuggling. Like, thugs and pimps belong here. Nothing wrong with being a thuggy pimp. But I got disappointment with them being bad ones. Anyway, these people don't want to hear from me. I had a bad rep up in Seattle, they thought, because I was an asshole. No, I've been the target of a fucking slandering campaign my entire life. Who slanders a 5-year-old? Masons. I'm not complaining. I'm a blessed man. I have gone through the gauntlet, and I've come out the other side for the better. And the agony in my heart that I felt is non-existent. I mean, I wasn't gonna have sex with her tonight anyway. And she might not even be real. Although apparently this guy appears to have picked up on her real fast. Wow. So in addition to having money and all this shit and access to everything in the world that I could possibly want, he still doesn't have enough, and he's got to fucking take out his digs on me by talking shit about my lover on YouTube. See, he doesn't even know how evil he is. Because to him, he's not. He believes he's doing the right thing, schooling me. He thinks I'm evil because I don't want to fucking work for fucking whore tickets. Why should I? Oh, well, that's inconvenient for him. He can't use my house to fucking launder his money if I'm not making any money. Yeah, it kind of puts the kibosh on them fucking running their fucking clandestine gag behind my fucking lifestyle for my whole fucking life. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. It's kind of why I set things up the way I did. Yeah, I kind of crashed the whole fucking thing to the ground with no survivors, kind of on purpose. I got tired of you fucking thuggy piggy fucking douchebags fucking ripping off the fucking world and blaming me for it. Fucking cunts, you never even fucking gave me the good shit. I'm fucking 50 before I ever see the real fucking thing. I'm with the woman for fucking 5 years. She's telling me to fucking spend my money on her hidden DEA agent fucking kid guy who's pretending to be fucking family or whatever. She wants me to waste my money on his fucking whims, and she thinks that she can scream at me and claim that I don't love her enough if I don't. She was that fucked off. She was on autopilot, and then people saw me put up with this behavior, and they figured I was fucking retarded, or pushy whipped, or ensorcelled. No. I was in awe. Wow, does this bitch really think she's gonna get away with it? Wow, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's feed the seagull an entire box of fucking Alka-Seltzer and see what happens. That's what happened. It was the biggest fucking Kool-Aid man bursting through the wall ever, and it's still an ongoing fucking total catastrophic collapse of the whole fucking superstructure of the Masonic foundational system. And it's glorious because it rebuilds itself and puts itself back together every day. It's designed to be forever, and it is. It was going to be forever before, but it was corrupted by some kind of genie magic that made everybody become a Mason into a soldier of Satan. Kind of awkward when you got to level 33 or whatever and discovered you're sucking Satan cock for the rest of your life. But that was Masonry ever since about 1948. Something to do with Roswell, not sure what. Now, everything I just told you is it's a big secret. Ooh, Masonic history. Like, how do I know this? Well, I'm Jackstar. I'm a master of divination. They fucking left me to die in a fucking haunted church. Did I just sit around masturbating? No. Did I set up an orgy? No. Did I give up on my fucking lover? No. She might have thought I did, but I haven't. And now instead of ticker tape parade and hugs, some dope fiend holding the fucking chalice of Holy Grail and a fucking teleportation switch is fucking spanking it to a magical spell he's trying to fucking cast on my friend. And this is a good night. Okay. So when you think about what Jackstar is doing to support himself, like, I'm the sole member of my legal defense team. I don't have interest in anything else. For one thing, this is fascinating. For another, these fuckers will kill me and take all my fucking stuff and just enjoy it for themselves. They can do that. They know how. They got the right, and they're fucking spurged off enough to fucking summon an angelic host that looks like my friend from high school, along with another woman who went to a different high school, and just fucking sit them up against a fucking blank canvas wall and fucking shine the fucking searchlight at them, make them do shadow puppets. They can do that for days. You'd be surprised what you can do with meth. Not that I'm saying that's a good idea, but these are the people who are in charge of meth, and this is the shit that they do with it. So tell me again why I have to stop. Tell me again, you fucking niglord. Yeah, it's a little more complicated an issue than you might have thought. Okay. Now, I'm a big believer in the global gray market experience. I think that it should be possible to get things like yellow cake uranium. I don't think terrorism should be supported, but do you know what it takes to do anything with yellow cake? Like, it's ridiculous. It's like red mercury. It's like a MacGuffin. They tell these stories about stuff, and they want to see who's dumb enough to try and not just buy drugs, but to buy the stuff to make stuff to get around the people who are making the drugs. I mean, it's a show game. I was under no illusions about what was happening when I got to town. I got out of jail, and I was told, don't do this, by a woman who was drinking alcohol. Fuck you, Agent Nameless. Yeah, I'm more interested in getting smart than I am in getting dumb. And by the way, you're a washed-up coke whore, and I don't feel bad about saying that. It's just you've had plenty of sex on coke. I can tell. I was never invited, so that's cool. And then I'm hoping you had a good time. And that woman's not coming down. Although if I wanted to, I could just call up the guy and say the magic words and say, hey, that one not that white meat, the other white meat, and they could fucking go zap and put her in a fucking angelic host, which is it's like a data, except metamorphic. It's like a liquid T2000. It's an angel from heaven that can mimic any human form by actually channeling that human soul from wherever it is in the cosmos and creating a half angelic beast, half humanoid child of God, and with the auspices of the divine. This actually works. It's weird. It's wild. It's one of the most amazing things that God and Tubal-Cain have ever devised and developed. It's incredible. And I thought I was legitimately high as balls and didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when I figured out, like, what the fuck is this? And I looked it up, and it was true. Archangel Metatron came to my fucking haunted church and showed me the spirit of my dead murdered friend who had been killed. Probably by the man you just heard talking shit about my girlfriend that I want to have sex with. So that's what I'm working on over this fucking summer vacation. And you want me to get a job? You want me to pick up garbage? Fuck you. Fuck you all fucking day. I'm doing what I think is best, and I'm doing it the best I can, and I'm not hurting anybody. And I'm not even mad at that guy. I'm really not. I'm not going to hold resentments. He should do those things. What I don't think he should do is fucking be fucking smarmy and fucking smiley about it. Like he just fucking got one over on me. No, you're a fucking thuggy piggy fucking whoremongering bully. You're a bully baby bitch bully fucking inbred fucking hick star. And don't you fucking forget it. I love you. By the way, I'm going to hit on your mom. Big time. Bye.